start the game. I mean, at least they didn't shoot off a gun. And here we do have already an indication that Fabi is in a mindset of a big fight. Sicilian. And it's not a Rossalimo either. No invitation with knight c6 to a Rossalino. But a time enough.
Have we seen Fabi play this in classical chess?
He switches up his Sicilians. Peter, jump in on that one. When he is playing the Sicilian, is Fabi a Najdorf player? Is he a classical player? I mean, I saw him against Sergei Karyakin, right? He lost that.
No, but that was a very specific case where he needed to play sharply for a while.
Right.
I don't really associate Sicilians as much as with other openings. And yeah, I was going to say probably is before this invitation goes Sveshnikov. Because these days the fewer time on offside is quite risky. I think as Sicilians go, it's not unplayable. Nothing is really unplayable. It's about as risky as Sicilians get these days. Give quite a lot of leeway. This is very solid. I think it stands quite well these days. I think it's supposed to be okay. I think there's a lot of really long lines here. You have important turning point. You can this position b7 should go for a slightly safer up here. And Duda, look, this is a face of a man who realizes he
walked into something.
Yeah, he walked into something. He's not worse, but he is not going to be better, and also he is not going to get.
Well, he doesn't look like he's having fun.
Okay, so essentially you were right. Bishop e2, queen d2, and intimating at least that white is looking to castle long, play the move g4, g5, and Kara's attack like fashion, go after black's king. E5, puts a kibosh.
Yeah, and with a very specific follow-up in particular. This is very. You could make an argument for knight f3, but
right. The alternatives, knight f5 is surprisingly easy for black to play.
Yeah, this is not great for white. Yeah.
No, whereas knight f3 kind of encouraged.
Knight g4, right?
Knight g4.
Yeah. I think black is just fine. I think knight f3 is slightly better. Or maybe even it makes what Fabi is doing impossible. I think the reason to play knight f3 is specifically not to allow what happened on the board. Knight b3 was met with the instant temporary pawn piece sacrifice with knight e4, and g5. And now, wherever the knight goes, we will play g5, g4.
well.
I mean, good game for Fabi. He was never in trouble, not even once. He was slightly better most of the game and got the end game with an extra pawn.
He came out of the opening very, very comfortable. The A3 and that time on-off never really paid any dividends at all, did it?
Yeah, not the way Jan-Krzysztof played it. I think maybe you could slightly fine-tune your borders very early on to not allow like such comfortable equality. Maybe he wasn't as ready for what Fabi was doing as he should have been.
Rook check?
No, then king g6, rook f6. I mean, it's still a draw, but why allow it?
Exactly.
No, king g5, and
It's just the most.
I guess Fabi goes h4, and after h4, I would still play something like rook h2, rook takes h4,
Right.
and then the rook all the way back to f1. We have time.
Exactly.
I'm not even allowing king f6 in this game anymore.
So you won't be launching a complaint.
No. Thank you.
Vociferous.
Yeah.
Managed to win
H4.
one of his pawns.
I mean, rook a7 check, to be honest, and then
I'm
f7.
thinking.
Oh yeah, I don't have to.
Yeah, we had this, yeah. Rook f7, king takes h4 is a big deal as well. So, yeah, that's okay. Fabi, f4 is a move of a man who is very ready to empty the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Empty the board. King g3, rook a7 check.
Excellent.
Or rook f2, I guess, yeah.
Excellent.
All excellent choices.
King
G8.
G8. Strong.
Very solid. We finally castled again.
Yeah, he castled twice.
The second time.
A very nice first round. 2 victories out of the 5 games played. All the games and content. And Wesley So very fortunate, but Ali Reza winning a very nice game.
Yeah, that one is just a very good game, despite the slight tremor at the end there, where he could have won in exactly the same fashion, but without allowing any defenses. But yeah, he has every reason, I believe, to be extremely